Alright, so this video is for anyone who has creative aspirations or like a goal in general, but they haven't acted on that, or they have tried acting on it and it just fell through. So this video is for that. Play the clip. In order to get good at something, it takes time. So how long have you been skating for?
I started when I was 8, so 1986.
2 years?
13 years.
What's even more important than that is how often you practice. So how often do you skate? Like
Usually
per week?
Skate like 4 or 5 days a week.
At least 3.
3, yeah. About 4 or 5 times a week.
Being consistent can be pretty difficult when you're first starting off. This is because you start to realize that there's a gap between where you are and where you want to be. It is because of this that many people just quit, because they see how far away that distance is. In order to fix this, in order to shorten that gap, my belief is that you have to create a ton. You have to put in that work towards your goal, not just for a long time, but you have to do it consistently. And that's where the point of this video comes in. I want you to work towards your goal by setting a deadline. Every month, every week, or every day, I want you to work towards that goal and have something to show for it by the end of the deadline. Then post it on social media. Whether it be modeling, photography, writing, or skateboarding, you have to put something into the world every deadline. That is how you close the gap from where your current skills are and where you want your skills to be. In 2021, I'll be posting 52 videos. That is 1 video every week. You guys will be able to see if I've gotten better or if I just stayed the same through this little experiment I'm having. Alright, so here's a little bit more of an explanation on the challenge that I have for you guys. Alright, so here's the premise. Start a reoccurring deadline where you have to create like a piece of content for whatever goal you have, or like whatever field you want to improve in. So my goal is to create 52 videos in the year of 2021, and I'll be doing that by posting 1 video every week. An example for just like a general goal for working out, you could say that you'll post an Instagram like picture, clip, video, whatever you want, talking about your workouts and how they've been going. Stuff like that. So the why. Here's the why. Like, oh, why should I do this? It sounds dumb. No, it might be dumb. I don't know. Alright, so the main goal of this is to force you to undergo long-term persistency or long-term consistency. This is important because the best way, in my opinion, to get better at something is to not just go at it for a long time, but like consistently go after it for like you gotta put persistency. You gotta like the everyday type thing. And this is good, like this challenge to do it like with a deadline is good in my opinion, because I believe at the start of any goal, especially at the start of any new year, is the consistency. You start off strong at the beginning and you fall off at the end. So this kind of forces you to stay consistent with it. So this idea came from 2 different things. Alright, so the first inspiration for this idea was this video called The Gap by Ira Glass. Ira Glass is this really good radio host, really smart guy when it comes to creative stuff. Alright, so in this video he talks about the gap, where there is a gap between where you want to be, like where you want your talent to be, and where you currently are. And there's like that disconnect and there's a gap. However, he says that there is a fix, there is a way to get out of this, and that is to put in a lot of work consistently. So that's where I got the idea of having a deadline. Alright, so the second inspiration for this little thing is a YouTube video that I watched called Deleting Social Media for 30 Days Changed My Life by Yes Theory. At the end of the video, they prompted a simple question where they asked, what are some things you would do if you had the extra time you spent on your phone? So from that, I just literally made an entire list. I opened up my notes app and listed down every single goal I have. And from that, I got video making. So that's where we are. We kind of combined the 2 and we made this beautiful little creation. All right, so why I made the video. The reason why I made this video is to, well, there's 2 reasons. So the first reason is to inspire like-minded people like myself in order to get started, giving them that push to go pursue their creative goals. I've been wanting to do this whole video making thing for a long time, and while I have done it, it has not been consistent. I haven't had that long-term persistency, which brings me to my second thing. The second reason why I made this video is for accountability. Once I made this video, I'm kind of forced to go through with this 52 video idea of mine because it's on there forever, and now I'm gonna feel pressure to do it, which is a good thing. Alright, so the goals of this challenge, if you would like to call it, well, there's three goals. First goal is to grow a following. Again, content creation, content creator, whatever you want to call it, has been like a long-term like idea that's been in my mind since I've I watched Minecraft YouTubers. The second goal of having this challenge is to meet some like-minded people where I could learn from them and we could learn from each other. Finally, the third goal of mine is to get better at filmmaking and just making videos in general. Like I know my videos aren't the greatest right now, which is why I'm doing this whole thing. So by doing this, I believe that it'll inch a little bit more over and I'll be able to get closer to what type of videos I'll make, which is the overall goal of mine. Alright, so that's just a little bit more context into what I'm trying to do. Seeing people do creative things are always really cool. Whenever I see some of my friends doing something creative, I always get really hyped for them. So let me know if you guys do this. Alright, thanks for watching. See you guys next time, hopefully next week, where I post my second video of this challenge. Thanks guys, later.